So when she now came to his desk and now said congratulations, he was startled. Do you get? And she noticed also that all day he was struggling. He was struggling with the missing soldiers article he was meant to do for the week. So out of nowhere, she didn't know why she just offered. She's like, okay, let me help you with it. Now let's go get sandwiches. So they went to get sandwiches. Each person paid for their own. They sat on a park bench. And Iris was like, what the hell am I doing? Why am I even helping this guy? Then out of the blue, Roman apologized for his prejudiced statement that first time she got there, arrived at the Gazette. They ended up having a pleasant time because something about he asked her to guess his age. That was when she now took time to study. So she was like, you're 19, but you have an old soul. He now started laughing. And she was like, oh, first time she's hearing him laugh. Oh, his laugh is nice, that kind of thing. And then she's not like, okay, so what about your muse? That's the woman you're marrying. He's like, it's an arranged marriage. It's not like I love her. And then he now turned cold as per, okay, we came here for the article. But then she not helped out with the article though. As per, she read it and was like, all you have are facts. There's no emotion in this writing. Okay, for instance, what advice would the parents of the missing soldiers give to others like them? How can the community help? These are things you want to find out. So she now lets him interview her for practice. And, because obviously her brother is also a missing soldier, he interviewed her, asked those questions that she told him that he should be asking those people he interviews. And she was like, but you have to be anonymous, with my identity at publication. So Iris went home, and that night her mom didn't come back, and she was worried. And she kept thinking, should I go out and look for my mom? Should I go out and look for my mom? In the process of just thinking about it, because it's late, she didn't know if it was safe for her to go out. Maybe her mom would still come back. Roman now sent a letter asking advice on how to make his life his own without letting others' projection of him come in. Whether others are seeing him as a failure or seeing him as a suspect, how can you just live your life? You understand? So she now tied back. She now told him that, see, life is full of contradictions. Because you've read all my letters, so you know. And as much as I am open, at the same time, I'm like, I want to keep to myself. Everybody has an ammo. And honestly, what I wish for the most in the world right now is that my brother was home. My mom is well. She's not drinking. And I'm writing what I actually like, not what these people are making me write. So she's like, here, I just give you a piece of my ammo. That one way you can make your life your own is just find a person you trust. Give them a piece of your ammo. And do the same. Do you understand? Like, she just said, see, just try to be vulnerable and really have genuine connection with people. That's really how you can live your life. That's how she's trying to. As at this time, Iris is writing to this person. She doesn't know Roman is Romano. She just thinks he's someone probably in the past somewhere or in the future somewhere or another place. She does not know, you get, because they're completely anonymous. So at 10:30, Ashta was still not home. So somehow she slept off. The next day at work, people were congratulating Roman now because news of his engagement had come out. And then Roman's eyes now jammed Iris's own at work. And then he dropped his armor for a second. Like she let him see that, Kai, I don't want this thing. Because if you're just looking at it at the surface, it looked like, you're congratulating me. Thank you. You understand that sort of thing. And Iris, when he looked at her and showed her vulnerability, she didn't know why. She probably thought, okay, maybe it's because of the moments we had at the park yesterday. She doesn't know that this is a person she's like, exchanging notes with, okay? So after this, a co-worker now approached her with a message from the constable, like the police, that, the constable wants you to publish this in the magazine that a woman was hit yesterday at 10:45 p.m. by a tram. That's train kind of thing now, small car thing. And she was wearing a purple coat. She was bare feet. She's yet to be identified. So Iris had a bad feeling. So she rushed out of the office. She didn't even tell anyone she was leaving. She took only her bag. She left her trench coat. Her desk lamp was on. The essay page she was working on was still coiled in the typewriter. And as she arrived at the station, it was her mom. Like, her mom was dead. Iris fainted. So she returned home at past midnight. She was haunted with memories of her mom. She wept herself to sleep. So by morning, she was waking up like to 11 or thereabouts. So she was over late for work. And there was persistent knocking on her door. And to her surprise, it was Roman. He came with her trench coat. She didn't want to accept any help from him because it was not like, how can I help? That have you eaten? And he was seeing the state of their flats, no electricity, candle melted everywhere, barren rooms, faded wallpaper. She's like, I can't let my rival say this. I'm fine. So he now left. But he's like, before he leaves, he has to hear that she locks the door, because she didn't even lock the door. If Roman had decided to walk in instead of knocking. Do you understand? So she's, as he said he's leaving, he actually stood outside until she locked the door, before she now looked through and saw that it's when she locked the door that he left. Okay, so this story has gone on long enough. Tomorrow there'll be another episode. Let me go back to finish the book, because I haven't finished the book. And honestly, at this point, what I think of the book is, it's I like the fantasy aspect. I don't know if I'm feeling the romance. Okay, I am feeling the romance, actually. Like, it's sweet. We don't know what will come out of it. But this is why I don't read war novels. I like stories that are simple, maybe a rival or something. But stories with war in them, they can get a tad bit depressing. But I like the fantastical aspect of this one. But see, I'm not a war stories girl. I really have to correct that in my book recommendations, because I was trying to form I want to be literary somebody, and let me start getting recommendations of war books like, World War I and II. I am not that girl. I don't like it. So I don't like depressing books. Books are meant to make me happy. Please. The world is sad. Let's face happy things, okay? So we'll see you tomorrow, and we'll continue with the story. Okay, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Please tell someone about this story series. Let's get more lessons and see if we can start making money off this, because it's necessary. It is. But let's say I had the money I was looking for, I would still do this, because I love doing this. And thank you, really. Bye.